What is up, guys? So I went Town Hall 10 a while ago because I was bored of Town Hall 9, and I've been upgrading things slowly, mostly my troops first, then I'm working on my defenses. But I just wanted to start 3-starring Town Hall 10s because I was tired of 3-starring Town Hall 9s. And plus the majority of my clan are Town Hall 10s. I felt like I was missing out. So we just had an awesome war. I'm gonna play some of the replays. Got 50 stars. We got 10 3-star attacks, 10 2-star attacks. And luckily I had most heroic and most heroic defense and attack. So that was cool. So the first attack I'm going to show is our teammate Geekin. So along with this new update, a lot of new strategies have been thrown around, and now you can have 4 Quake spells with the extra donated Dark spell and still run to 4 Elixir spells. So that's a huge change. That was never possible before. Having 4 Elixir spells while also having the 4 Quake to open up a base when doing like a witch attack like this is very beneficial. So the level 3 witches are very powerful. It's a little overpowered at the moment, especially with the new warden, the new hero. They nerfed it a little bit, but I feel like they're still going to do something else. So the warden ability, the special ability, obviously it gets better every 5 levels, and his warden's already level 15. You have a few guys in here with high level wardens. So if you know where the giant bombs are from previous attacks, and you have a bunch of wizards or witches that are about to walk over one, you can time the spell so that they don't die and pretty much save the raid. So it's pretty overpowered. I mean, I wouldn't say it's overpowered, it's just something new and something we have to get used to. But it looks like Town Hall 11s can easily 3-star Town Hall 10s now with this witch whiz strategy with the warden. As you see, everything is just following the king and the queen, and the warden has a pretty good AI, I guess, attached to it. He makes sure that all troops are within his radius. Like if troops are going far away, he moves forward and he changes target. He doesn't just attack like the closest thing. It's just he just attacks whatever is closest to him, I guess, while keeping all of his troops in the radius because of that health buff. And I'm getting a call right now. This next attack from our clanmate Zozan, it's not a 3-star, but if he had more time, it would have been a 3-star attack. So he's doing a queen walk. He's a Town Hall 10 doing a queen walk attack on a Town Hall 11 with the Eagle Artillery. So queen and healer, even though it got slightly nerfed, it still works. Definitely still works. And what he's going to do here is use a bunch of rage spells almost back to back on the queen and the healers, so she doesn't die when she's taking too much damage from a bunch of defenses at the same time. You'll see like a little bit farther into the match, that's what happens. And what makes this attack really interesting is the queen alone eliminates so many things. She gets rid of the Eagle Artillery, an Inferno Tower, air defenses, even though those weren't really important, it's not an air raid. She eliminates the king, the queen, the defensive warden, all that stuff. And the Eagle Artillery is not activating because not enough troops were released. I think it only activates when like 150 troops are brought out. 150 troop space is brought out, I think, is when it starts to activate. So here he drops a rage because, you know, she's getting shot at by 3 expos, and the clan castle defense troops are coming out. There's a golem in the clan castle. So he's going to drop another rage because after this one's done, those healers are not going to be able to keep her up for very long. Like you could just see, even with 6 healers, it's still not doing it. So dropping a rage makes the queen do more damage and makes the healers heal for much more and much faster. So she's able to take all this stuff out. So look at this, she's taking out the Expos. Soon she's going to take out the Eagle Artillery right here. He didn't even have to cloak yet. And once the Eagle Artillery is gone, that's when he's going to bring the rest of his troops. His actual raid, the Golems, a couple Valks, some Witches. And you see the Queen just took out the King. Gonna take out another Expo. And he's gonna drop a freeze on that Inferno right before his Queen goes down, so that she's going to actually take out that Inferno Tower right there. She's shooting at it, goes down, and then she takes out the enemy Queen as well. So that Queen alone, his Queen alone with all those healers, just took out all the most important defensive units of this base, while the rest of his troops kind of just walked through. And I think if he had like maybe 30 more seconds, it could have been a 3-star. I'm just gonna kind of speed it up here a little bit. So what happens here is pretty much the rest of his troops die, but the Queen and all the healers are still up, and he doesn't even cloak yet, so he's gonna cloak right here. And once that Archer Tower is gone, I think the healers would have been able to heal her up from just this one Archer Tower that was shooting at her. So I think if he had more time and she walked around, she could have cleared the rest of this base out. So it was a really nice attack. So I attacked number 10 after it was already hit for 2 stars. And I wanted to hit this base because I like air raids, and this guy did not have air sweepers on his war base. His home base had the Eagle Artillery and air sweepers and the Warden, but he didn't upgrade or update his war base, so none of it was there. So it was a perfect base to try a 3-star attack on. So I wanted to lure the clan castle troops first because there was a witch and wizards in there, and I knew if I brought my kill squad with the golem, and I brought a golem, a wizard, and my heroes to kill the enemy queen, the air defense, and some other defenses that were in there, I knew that those CC troops would lure out and they'd probably distract my queen if I didn't pre-lure them earlier, so I wanted to get that out of the way. And then my queen is going to take out some more defenses, and then that's when I'm going to do the air raid. So this was kind of a weird base with the Inferno Towers being so far apart. I had to like wrap my balloons around in a clockwise fashion to get everything. Now I didn't care about these balloons in the middle that I just dropped the rage on. I just wanted them to kill the Inferno Tower. And I pretty much just expected them to die because I want all the balloons that I'm sending around the outside to come in and take out the other Inferno Tower. So with a few hastes, I'm starting to like gather all my balloons in one spot so that they can be ready to take out this other Inferno Tower. So I drop a freeze on the air defense and Inferno Tower there, and then I bring in some more backup balloons to kind of try and distract some of those defenses that are still there. I probably dropped them a little too late, or no, not late, too early. I wanted to time it so they really weren't getting attacked until my big group of balloons came. So it worked out pretty nice. But he didn't have air sweepers on his base, so I don't know why. And I still had a haste spell left over, but yeah, it was a pretty ugly cleanup job. I just had too many balloons left over and like not enough pups. I mean, I think I had like 15 seconds left. So yeah. This attack by Fierce is pretty cool. It's going to be an air raid on a Town Hall 11 without the Eagle Artillery, but he has a Warden, so he's going to use a jump spell and 2 golems and some wizards with his heroes, and they are going to actually eliminate a lot of things in this base before the air raid takes place. So I believe 2 air defenses go down and an Inferno tower goes down, along with the enemy queen. So he uses the poison to get rid of the clan castle troops. And then his king takes out the air defense on the northeast while his queen took it out on the northwest. Sorry, I had that backwards. And then his queen's going to come in and take out that Inferno tower. Now, I believe once she goes down, the actual air raid will take place. So, his kill squad just eliminated a lot of important buildings on this base to make it a lot easier for his air troops to take out the rest. That's one thing I need to get. I need to upgrade my haste spells so I can drop them earlier because they last a lot longer. And he only really needed 1 freeze. I think he brought 2, but he really only needed 1. He used the other on the air defense, because there was only 1 Inferno tower since his heroes and kill squad took out the other. But this was a nice raid. It's the first time I've seen an air raid done with a warden. And he still had 2 lava hounds up. Didn't explode. So it's probably going to be a slow cleanup, but still got the job done. So yeah, that was a nice raid by Fierce. His next hit is again from our clanmate Zozan. So even with just level 2 witches, he does something cool here too. He likes the queen walk strategy. He does a lot of queen walk attacks, which is very beneficial if you know how to perform them. And even more beneficial when you have a level 40 queen. So he's just going to open up some spots on the wall early, and he lured the clan castle so his queen can just take care of him. He only used 4 healers for this attack because you see there's not really many defenses that are going to hit the queen. And he even used a rage spell to take out the enemy queen without having to cloak. And then after he takes out the enemy queen is when he brings the rest of his troops out, and he funnels all of his witches right into this section here, and he's going to place a jump spell like right where that gold storage is. And all of them, all the skeletons, everything just hops right in there. So it created a really nice funnel. And he has 3 freeze spells saved for that multi-target Inferno, because the single target Inferno is really not a big deal to the skeletons. So he's just going to keep on dropping the freeze spell on this multi-target Inferno until all of his witches get there. Because he doesn't want any of his witches to die. And they almost, I think they all like survive this raid. Probably not all of them, but a lot of them do. Like, look at all of these witches in the middle here, just taking everything out. There's so many skeletons, and they're only level 2 witches. Still has his king up. Queen is still taking things out. And there's no wizard towers left, so there's really no threat to these witches with all these skeletons. His king's still alive, and then there's nothing but trash buildings to take out. Giant bomb right at the end. So those are pretty much all the hits I want to show. We had some other good 3 stars down below, but this video is already probably running pretty long, so I don't want to make it any longer than it has to. So I guess until next time, guys, thanks for watching.